The Gwaltney Group.
The following is a sponsored program paid for by Robin Gwaltney. Gwaltney Group. RE/MAX results. Welcome to Rochester Real Estate, featuring Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group-RE results and Andy Brownell. Here's Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk, 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Good morning. I'm Andy Brownell, News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM, along with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group-RE results. It must be Saturday. Hi, Robin.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. I'm glad it's going to be a little bit warmer today because, man, it's been cold.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the subarctic stuff.
especially with no snow on the ground and, it's just too early. Ugh.
Yeah, that wind was nasty.
Yes, it was. I actually went to Chicago for a few days, had a couple of business meetings there with some colleagues, and it was really fun. It was really fast. We took off on Tuesday morning. It's so close. We just drove. And so we were there Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, got together with one group, and then Wednesday with another group, and then Wednesday evening with another group. So a lot of the different Chicago brokers. And then we have a developer that is out of Chicago that has 1,200 lots here in southeast Minnesota. So it's always good to get together with him because it's, got to keep up on what the plans are, what's going on. So
sure.
It was exciting, but it's very, very windy there, and it was very, very cold there, and they were apologetic. I'm like, you forget where we're from. We're going home to the same cold weather. It's all good.
Did you inform them? But by the way, Rochester is actually windier than Chicago, even though you're the windy city?
Right. And it's winter, but, you just dress warm, right? It's just the way it is.
It is
anyway,
what it is. Yeah. Hey, I saw on Facebook that you announced the winners for the Hy-Vee gift cards for the Thanksgiving or holiday dinners.
Yes. And did you see that we ended up giving a fourth card away? Because we were saying that we were going to give away 3 this whole time. So it was kind of fun because people had to register online. So then it comes up like the Wheel of Fortune. It's like this big wheel, and I just had to hit click the mouse, and then it would spin and say, you have a winner, and it would light up. So I just took pictures of them all and posted it. And then I had gotten one message on the Facebook post initially from a past client who has moved out of state now and said, I hope I win because then I'm going to give it to a young family that I know in Rochester who can really use it. So I thought, well, I don't care if you win or not. Just get me the name of that young family and we'll do a fourth one. So the three winners are Terry Galuska, Savannah Meyer, and La Samavang, maybe?
I think that's right.
Yeah, so I posted it on Facebook, and we'll get those sent out at the beginning of the week. So congratulations to the winners. And the fourth family, I won't say the name,
sure.
Just because, they'd probably be embarrassed by that, and that's not my point. She said this young couple will have a much brighter holiday if they get this. And I'm like, well, that's the whole point of it. So we just add a fourth winner, and there you go. So happy to do it.
Well, congrats to everyone who won.
Yes, I agree.
Enjoy the ham, turkey, or whatever you're going to get.
Whatever you spend that $200 Hy-Vee gift card on. Who knows? Maybe it'll be baby food and diapers for somebody.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. But whatever we can do to make their holidays a little brighter, we're happy to do it.
Yeah, we're less than 2 weeks away from Christmas now.
Don't even talk to me about that because
I thought you were ready.
I mean, it's just coming too fast. Like my house is ready. I'm all decorated. Today I am doing something so fun. I am so excited. I feel like a little kid on Christmas morning. I am literally hosting, and I say I, like as if I've done all the work. Scott and I are hosting a murder mystery dinner party for 12
those are fun.
people. Well, I'm going all out. So the name of the murder mystery is called A Christmas Cracker Killing. So, excuse me. I thought, well, this is something I can definitely decorate for. I can decorate for Christmas because they say when you do these, try. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
I had it earlier, so we're both guilty of it.
I just kind of sucked in some air and started talking funny like I was sucking the helium out of a balloon.
Transmitted it through the microphone.
I'm not, I promise. So they say when you have one, like if the murder's in a train car, to decorate your house and make it look and feel like a train car. Well, that sounds like a lot of work, right?
A train car, yeah.
Yeah, or whatever it is. But this particular one was called A Christmas Cracker Killing, and the setting is a dining room at Christmas time in some big mansion in England. Well, that part's a stretch because I have just a regular old house far from a mansion. So what we had to do is take our dining room table and chairs out to the garage and then put 4 big 6-foot plastic tables together to make this 5-foot wide by 12-foot long dining room, because the whole thing takes place at the dining room table, the whole solving the mystery. So anyway, I've been getting into it big time, and I can't wait. So I just hope that the roads don't get too bad and my guests can't make it. Everybody's coming very local, so it should be fine. And
everybody gets dressed in costumes, the whole work?
Oh, yes. They're just dressing up fancy, like a fancy Christmas dinner. And but they have their roles. They know who they are, what they are. Yeah. Oh, it'll be fun.
I've done those, and they are a lot of fun.
So I'm not actually working today. After this, I'm just going to be getting ready for that. But tomorrow I have a full day of appointments. So, today, and with the weather, I wouldn't want to have to drive into Rochester today anyway.
No, tomorrow sounds like the better day to be out showing homes.
Yes, I agree.
That's for sure.
One of the things I wanted to share was Brian Buffini just recently did his bold predictions.
Okay.
Where he always talks about what's going on. And I took a lot of notes because there was some really interesting facts. And so I'll share some of them. Okay.
Ready.
17% of buyers who purchased homes purchased multi-generational homes. 17% this year.
That's a neat thing that is coming back.
It is. It definitely is. And you know what? It's just a way to make your money go further, right? Because none of us, I do not need the big house that Scott and I have, nor do my kids need the big houses they have. I don't think they're ready for me to move in with them. But I could. I very well could. After that baby comes,
that's what I was going to say.
I could.
You're going to be there all the time anyway.
Exactly. So I might be one of those statistics in a couple of years. Also, why don't you take a guess at how many of the transactions this year have been all cash?
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm going to go 25%.
You are good. It's 26%, and it's the all-time high.
I cheated because I think you have kind of mentioned that in the past.
Yeah, okay. Well, hey, I like that you're retaining what I'm teaching. I like it. First-time home buyers, this one's actually kind of sad. This year, 24% of the people on the market were first-time home buyers, and that is an all-time low.
That is
Last
sad.
year, it was 32% of our buyers.
That's what they need to reverse somehow with whatever incentives or policies they can come up with.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the CMAR, our local MLS, had their annual meeting this past week. I was in Chicago, so I didn't go to it, but Brett went and a couple of the other people from the team went, and they said that Lennar has joined the Rochester area builders, and the Rochester area builders said that they're very happy to have them, and that they are movers and shakers, and they should get some houses going up. So, they're such a big national builder that when you buy anything in major bulk like they do, you can keep the prices down. So that's good. I mean, that should be good.
I imagine they buy lumber by the trainload.
Exactly. This is an interesting statistic. 73% of buyers do not have a child under the age of 18 in their home.
Yeah, I can see that because, I guess.
Buyers are getting older. They're just getting older.
Yeah, it's weird that you say that because immediately my reaction was first-time home buyers don't have kids usually, or not usually, but often. But now you're telling me the statistic is actually skewed the other direction. Right.
So listen to these numbers. The median first-time home buyer, when you talk about not having kids, a lot of these do, because the median age for first-time home buyers this year was 38 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the median age for first-time home buyers last year. Now, this is nationwide. Keep in mind, nationwide. The median age for first-time home buyers last year was 35.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
not just first time. But if we're talking about median home buyer age,
right?
This year, the median home buyer age, and this is why 73% of them don't have children under the age of 18. The median age is 56 years old.
Oh.
And last year it was 49. So it's just that the people who can afford, who aren't affected by the higher interest rates or, paying extra higher prices, they're older. They've been working longer, saving money longer.
And also you're looking to maybe even downsize at that point.
Right. How many homes do you think buyers typically viewed before buying a house this year?
Okay, this one's a total guess. 5.
Okay. 7. But guess what, Andy? 2 of those homes were viewed online only. So, yeah, they walked through 5.
Huh.
There you go. Typical age of sellers. Looks like it's time for me to sell my house. The typical age of home sellers was 63 years old this year.
There's the downsizers.
Yep, there's the downsizers. Moving in with their kids, doing the multi-generational.
Generational, yeah.
The median number of years that a seller owned their home was 10 years. And from 2000 to 2008, that number was always the average of 6 years. And that is pretty obvious. That's because people really did not want to give up on that interest rate that they had refinanced into. So,
once again, the impact of the pandemic.
I found this stat very interesting. For sale by owners only made up 6% of sales so far this year. 6%, and that is an all-time low. So when the market gets challenging, buyers are saying, I need an expert to help me do this, right? So buyers and sellers. Yeah.
And you've gone through the statistic before that shows that by using an experienced realtor, you end up selling the home for more than what you would have spent paying the commission to have the experienced realtor.
Correct.
Did I say that right?
Yes. And do you know that 66% of sellers, 66%, so that means only 33% found their agents online, because 66% of sellers used agents that were personally referred to them or that they have worked with in the past. So people are not just grabbing a name offline and saying, oh, here's my agent. So it's not about who has the best presence online. It's about who does the best job, and people are going to go out and sing their praises.
Relationships.
87% of sellers said they would recommend their agent for future services. So consumer loyalty is real. Take care of your clients, for Pete's sakes. Okay, let's see what else I have that I thought was kind of interesting. Well, this one's kind of sad. There's a lot of people that have real estate license but don't actually use them, okay? Because 47% of licensed real estate agents did not sell one single home in 2024.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why they want to continue to pay the fees.
And you have to do the continuing ed and all of that.
That means 700,000 agents sold 0 homes this year. I keep saying last year because I act like the year's over. It's almost over.
Well, yeah.
And they interviewed agents and they asked them, are you sure that you're going to be in this business in the next 2 years? And 73% feel very certain that they will still be in the business over the next 2 years. But that means more than a quarter. I mean, and you know what? If 47% sold 0 homes, I'm surprised that number's not just a little higher, to be honest.
Yeah, so am
I. So what is he expecting for next year? He's saying that there will be 4.5. And when I say he, Brian Buffini is a real estate expert. He's a real estate coach. He was a realtor for many years with RE/MAX. He was one of the first people to ever have a team, and he was very good at it, and he took it to the next level and taught everybody else how to do it. So he has a very, very big Brian Buffini real estate training school. And he says that in 2025, there's going to be 4.5 million transactions, 300,000 less members with the National Association of Realtors. Interest rates, he says, will vacillate between 5.8 and 6.2. So not going as low as they had initially predicted.
So in other words, if you're waiting for that to happen, don't make that part of your equation.
Mm-hmm. Real estate teams will continue to become the more significant players in the field. And that's no surprise. And the gap will widen between the haves and the have-nots. And that's really sad.
Yeah, that's a trend that's been going on for a long time. We need to take a break, Robin.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
We'll do that and return in just a moment with Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results on News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
We'll be right back with Robin Gwaltney and Andy Brownell on Rochester Real Estate. This is News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 Rochester Real Estate with Robin Gwaltney from Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results and Andy Brownell on Rochester's News Talk 1340 KROC AM and 96.9 FM.
Welcome back, everyone. Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX Results, our usual Saturday morning visit. And this has become an annual tradition right before the holidays. The bold predictions.
Yeah, just kind of look back at where the year was, how things turned out, and what Brian Buffini and Lawrence Yun, the chief economist from the National Association of Realtors, are predicting for the next year. So they both are predicting that home sales will be up by about 20%.
That's a
new
big
home
number.
sales. Yeah, new home sales will make up about 11% of that, and existing home sales 9%. Median home price will continue to go up, probably by about 2%, which is definitely a little slower than they've been going up, for sure. And the mortgage rate will hover right around 6%. That'll be kind of the average. And job gains should be near 2 million.
So really? That's
what they're predicting.
Would be strong growth there, yeah.
So here's some crazy news. So many contracts fell apart this year, like real estate deals that just didn't make it to the closing table. Unbelievable amount. In July of 2024, 60,000 deals fell apart. In August of 2024, another 59,000. In September, another 54,000. In October, another 53,000. And, of course, November and December to be determined. They don't have those stats yet. But if you look at that, that is, over 200,000 deals fell apart just since July. Okay. Why do you think that is, Andy?
That's, we've gone through the reasons, and there's so many of them. I can't pick one out that would be elevated among the others.
Brian Buffini said exactly what I say all the time. Most of the time, when a deal doesn't get to the finish line, it is honestly the fault of the real estate agents. Okay? So either lack of skills, lack of knowledge, lack of communication, personal vendetta, trying to be Superman, whatever it is, realtors get in the way. Because when you have a buyer who wants to buy a house and a seller who wants to sell a house, we're supposed to be there to bring those people together, not to cause a rift, right? And he said, not that agents do it intentionally, of course. I'm not trying to make real estate agents sound like we're evil people. Unfortunately, there's just a lot of inexperienced agents in the market. And that is because back in 2021, everybody and their mother decided, oh my gosh, this is the easiest job in the world. You put a sign up that sells. And so they got in. And now that it's not so easy and that it takes a lot more skill to put the deals together, the true, lack of experience is shining through. And he said, it scares him. He said in all of his years in real estate, which is, 40, he's never seen such a large pool of inexperienced and, quite frankly, bad real estate agents. And that's scary. And that is the reason we end up with things like a lawsuit and, whatever, because it only takes a few bad apples to create pure chaos.
Yep, that's for sure.
So, again, another reason why you want to pick somebody who truly does know what they're doing, has good experience. Get those recommendations from people you trust, or if you had a good experience with an agent, use that agent again, because chances are you're going to have another good experience with that agent. It does matter. I guess that's what I'm trying to say is who you work with really does matter.
Well, I've seen you in action before when something comes up before close and you are issuing orders like a general to
yeah, I've been called that before. There's no doubt about that. But
find a solution.
That's my job, right? Is to keep it all moving forward and making sure that everybody's following through with what they said they would do, and nothing worse. I mean, just little things like, say I sell someone a house and it's whether it's their first home or third home, it doesn't matter. They're excited about their new home. And we show up to do the final walkthrough and the house is a disaster. Dirty. Filthy dirty, like no one cleaned it. And it's like shame on the sellers, but even more shame on the listing agent for not taking a quick peek at it and making sure that they left it in acceptable condition. Because I'm going to tell you, we will go over and do a pre-walkthrough and make sure that there's going to be no surprises, no disappointments. And we will get someone in there to clean that house if there is, because man, when that buyer gets over there, they should feel happy and excited, like, this is my new home. I'm so happy to be here. I'm excited about this house. Not like, oh, man, this place is dirty. So it's just little things like that.
Well, it's a big thing if you ask me.
Well, yeah. I mean, little things that I think they should automatically do that they're not.
I understand,
doing, Okay, so this isn't going to surprise you. The pandemic era buyers are the ones that are showing the most willingness to sell. Well, you remember how much time and effort they put into picking a house? 5 minutes?
Right.
15?
Buyer's remorse.
Yes. And of course they were buying like crazy without inspections and started to find things wrong with the house after the fact. And oh boy, not good. This is good news. This article is falling mortgage rates spark late season demand. And boy, oh boy, that is true. So when there were 75 days left to the year, so whatever that is, mid to late October, I guess? Because mid-October, because then we had all of November, all of December, and half of October. So we decided to rally the team and do a finish the year strong campaign, right? So I would hold, and I have been and still am, holding Monday meetings saying, what can you do different? Like, get on the phone, call your clients, thank them for buying a house from you this year, ask them if they know of anybody else that's looking for a realtor. Like, think outside the box. Go knock on the door and drop off a Christmas gift. We have bundt cakes that we drop off every Friday. We have cute little stickers that say, just popping by to say hi, and we go buy bags of Carol's corn and stick those on them. Just, show up at your clients' doorsteps and let them know that you're thinking about them. That's huge to us. Just like we started the show out today with the $200 gift card giveaways to our clients, because so important to us to show all of our clients how much we really do appreciate them. And actions always speak louder than words. So we do whatever we can to show not just the people who have worked with us directly, but just the community as a whole, how much we appreciate being a part of it. So
super important. Yep.
It is super important. This is good news. Home buying optimism is at the highest level it's been in 3 years. So, I got off track. So I started to say, at that time, we were at 93 million in volume, and we really had set a goal to get to 100 million. And you know me, goal setter, goal getter. I like to set goals and reach goals. So I said, okay, guys, we have 75 days to sell $7 million worth of real estate. What are each one of you going to personally take responsibility? You know, is it 1 million, 2 million, $500,000? What are you going to do? So we did that. We started doing these calls, and we have far surpassed. We actually crossed over the 100 million before Thanksgiving. And I think we're going to end up finishing the year at about 105 million, which means in the last 75 days of the year, we will end up doing like $12 million worth of business. So pretty excited about that.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. So it's been a very good year. I know it hasn't been a very good year for everybody, but like to Brian Buffini's point, teams are really excelling. And it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, if you can have me and the support of my entire team versus an agent that's trying to go it solo, I mean, there's just power in numbers. Like we are here in full forces, and we've got such great support staff. You know, we have Tina, who does an amazing job with our sellers, and Jenna, who is so good with our buyers, and we have Brian, who does our marketing, and our newest hire, and I can't say her name yet because I'm not sure that she's let her other employer know, but we've hired a concierge hostess. So she'll be starting at the first of the year, doing some really extra special things that nobody else is doing. We just want to show people we care a lot. We appreciate our clients, and we want to elevate your experience when buying or selling a home. And we just want to be doing things that no one else is doing. And when you're a single agent, good luck. You can't compete with that.
I look forward next year to hearing about that concierge service.
I'm super excited.
All right. So somebody listening today, and, you know, Robin, you are the experienced realtor that comes first to my mind. That's for sure. How do they get a hold of you and contact you and get the ball rolling on whatever they want to do concerning real estate?
Please feel free to call me on my cell phone anytime, regardless of what your real estate question might be. Just call me on my cell phone and we'll start by chatting about it. That number is 507-259-4926.
Awesome. Have fun at the murder mystery party.
All right. I'm excited.
All right, Robin. We'll talk to you next weekend. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Robin Gwaltney, Gwaltney Group RE/MAX results on News Talk 1340, KROC AM and 96.